the three most popular sizes, but I also want to talk about some a little heavier and a little bit lighter with that, because I actually use jigs anywhere between, an 1/8 ounce all the way up to an ounce, depending upon the situation. So let's talk a little bit about the lighter jigs. When you're talking about using a jig that's 3/8 ounce or less, something like that, this is going to be a good choice for something that you've got a little bit more off-colored water and traditionally a little bit shallower cover. That's usually when I use the lighter type jigs, especially if I've got water visibility, say under 2 foot. Under 2 foot visibility with some type of shallow cover, regardless of the time of year, regardless of the water temperature, I usually go to the lighter jig. Now, one of the things about it, you hear me talking a lot about water temperature in correlation with the baits that I'm using. I don't pay that much attention to water temperature as far as my jig sizes. It's like I fish jigs in all different water temperatures, and to me there are more important factors besides the water temperature in terms of generating a strike, because most of the time a bass is going to hit the jig on the bottom. Sometimes they hit it on the way down, but it's usually on the bottom, and the fall on a jig is usually once that jig hits the bottom. Like this, it's on the bottom there. When you hop it up, the rate of fall on that hop, like the short hop up, is a lot of times what triggers the strikes in terms of, if the bass want a slower fall or a little bit faster fall. So good rule of thumb, guys, if you have less than 2 foot of water visibility and you got shallow cover, it doesn't matter what it is, rock, wood, grass, anything like that, go to a 3/8 ounce or a little bit lighter with that. Now, there's other things that's going to determine that too, because we'll talk a little bit about here in a second. The trailer that you're using and the line size is also going to affect your fall rate. We'll get into that here in a second. Next size, guys, is like your 1/2 ounce and your 5/8 ounce models. Now, there's not a lot of difference between a 1/2 and a 5/8. There's a little bit, not too much as far as the fall on it. But this is a good all-around jig for water depths anywhere between, say, 2 to 4 feet in that zone there, especially if you have a diversity of cover. When you're using a 1/2 ounce or a 5/8 ounce jig, you can pick apart clean cover like, dock pilings or on the side of a lay down log or something like that, or flipping it back into some lily pads. And the 1/2 ounce and 5/8 are also heavy enough to penetrate thicker cover like flooded bushes, flooded trees, thicker grass beds, tight holes like in lily pads, thick reeds, something like that. Therefore, a 1/2 ounce and a 5/8 are probably going to be your most versatile size. If you don't want to buy a lot of size of jigs, my advice would be to get a 1/2 ounce size, maybe 1 3/8 and a half. Those are going to cover a lot of the scenarios